Dengue cases in Uttar Pradesh and Punjab are currently at all-time high since 2016. Delhi is also among the worst hit states. But what are the real symptoms if you catch dengue, and what are the do's and don'ts to keep yourself and your family safe? Let's decode that for you. So how does dengue spread? Dengue fever, also known as break-bone fever, is a mosquito-borne infection that can lead to a severe flu-like illness. Dengue virus is transmitted through the bite of a female Aedes mosquito. Dengue mosquitoes can't breed once the temperature falls below 16 degrees. This disease has a seasonal pattern, that is, the peak comes after monsoon and it is not uniformly distributed throughout the year. What are the symptoms of dengue? The onset of dengue fever is usually a sudden rise in temperature that will last to about 2 to 7 days, commonly associated with headache, flushing, retroorbital pain or rash, myalgia, weakness and itching. Severe symptoms include dengue shock syndrome and dengue hemorrhagic fever. These usually require hospitalization. There are currently no vaccines though. The best method of prevention is to avoid mosquito bites altogether. Treatment is possible if diagnosis occurs before the patient develops DSS or DHF, as explained above. The do's and don'ts. To prevent this disease, the foremost thing is to keep your premises clean using mosquito repellents and mosquito nets. Install screens on your doors and your windows to ensure that mosquitoes don't come in. Wear full sleeve clothes to avoid mosquito bites. Keep yourself hydrated throughout the day and carry water with you, needless to say. Do see a doctor if you show any symptoms of dengue, and if you have fever, keep your body temperature below 39 degrees Celsius. Now the don'ts here. Do not let water collect in open spaces and your surroundings. Do not self-medicate. If you have symptoms of dengue like fever and body ache, avoid consuming paracetamol and aspirin-based medicines without medical supervision. Avoid giving steroids or antibiotics to dengue patients. Avoid platelet transfusion unless there is an active bleed or the platelet count is dropping less than 10,000. Now, what are those tests to detect dengue? Well, there are 4 tests that you can get done to detect dengue. Non-structural protein 1, NS1 test, immunoglobulin G test and immunoglobulin M test. Basically, it's called IgM and IgG antibodies test and NS1 antigen test. Both are done through ELISA kits and hence they are popularly known as the ELISA test. The test is normally done after 3 to 7 days of fever. A real-time polymerase chain reaction test, which is the RT-PCR test. It is a primary test used to detect dengue virus in the early course of the infection. A positive result not only confirms the infection but also helps to identify different serotypes of the dengue virus. For more such information, keep watching this space.